I'm Ciliann. Welcome to my art channel. In this video, I show you how to draw an easy step-by-step picture of a goat. Enjoy! So first, some basic shapes, just to set up our goat on his tree stump pedestal. Some circles for the front and the back and the head. Diamond shape going from the shoulders up to the head. And sort of trapezoidal shapes for the legs, with circles to show where those knees are. And once you have all the basic shapes in, then you can erase the insides of them and just leave the outsides, and here you have your basic goat. And those are his ears and his horns and his eyes, nose, and mouth. And over here I've basically, with a pencil, I've shown which parts are darker and which are lighter, since when I color in with the colored pencils, I will want to know where to leave less color or lighter color so that it's not all the same shade. The goat is very much highlighted on his back. The sun is shining off his back. So I've started off with a brown, and this goat has short hair, so I'm using small strokes and trying to follow the way that his hair grows over his back and down his legs, and just using soft, even, short strokes all over wherever he's colored brown. And I just continue this layer effect with well, I think this is actually purple. You know, even when something looks brown, it's not really 100% brown. There's so much color everywhere, and if you just look closely, you'll see more colors than you thought there were. So those places where I put purple are sort of darker, and I left the patches lighter that are not so dark. And that stomach that is sort of white, it has texture of the fur, of the hairs. That means that you can see something there that's not just plain white. So I put in very lightly some lines over there too. And you see there in the front, between the two front legs, the hair grows in a sort of semicircle in between them. So you look at your picture, you have to notice all the different small details that really make a big difference in the end. Once you've got enough layers of pencil down, you can go over with a lighter colored pencil, and that sort of blends all the colors together. Now the underbelly is gray, and some parts of the legs are also. It has actually some black markings on the legs. So we'll do that with some firm pressure. And there's the nose and mouth also darker. Just little bits here and there that are actually black. And goats, the pupils of their eyes are sort of like a thick line, like a minus. So that really, the way you draw an animal's eye also really makes a big difference to identify the eye as being belonging to that kind of animal. Pay attention to exactly what kind of pupil they have. So here I'm using some orange to get a brighter brown look. in those areas that are bright, like in the front parts of the face. And this is really just a lot of tedious sort of work, just going over and over again, using gentle pressure with mostly the same colors again and again, one on top of the other, to get a lot of color on there. And always making sure to leave, without too much color, the areas that are lighter. They do have some color, it's just not as dark as the other places, so when you either leave off something, don't use all of the colors that are on the rest of the body, or just use them with much lighter pressure. Like you wouldn't think your goat is pink, but when the sun shines off the back of the goat, even though he's brown, his back looks pink. So since that's what it looks like, that's what the color is. Even though it's not so, you wouldn't think that a goat is pink on its back. Color is really what the light striking off an object looks like to your eye. And the more you pay attention to those points of what exactly the color looks like to you, and you try to get that down in the right place, that will give a much more realistic look to whatever you're trying to draw. And once again, once you have enough layers of color down, after going over 100 times with the browns and oranges and golden colors, then you can take a white or ivory, cream, and just blend all those colors together so that it looks smooth and not as hairy as the goat actually is. And then above that, you can add more detail. Once the bottom layers are blended together, it's easy to add more layers of detail on top with the same colors. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and check out my other animal videos. We draw creatures every Friday.